All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. We have another giveaway for this course today. We are going to be giving away this dynamic disc bag, but inside of it is going to be a mystery disc. So all you got to do in order to win this next giveaway is make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel and leave a comment. Good luck. All right, guys, so here we are playing today at the Fort in Kingston, Tennessee, just outside of Knoxville area. Really cool course that they have here right next to Watts Bar Lake, and there is a really neat old fort there, a lot of history behind it. But hole one, just over 400 feet downhill, wide open, great starting hole. You just get to really let one rip, and you can throw backhand, sidearm, whatever you're comfortable with. It's just in the bowl. Good backstop there as well. So came up just a little bit short on this one, using that Envy that I got from my sponsor over at Flight Factory, but definitely love those. So hole two is going to be just something that you got to hit right off the bat, just another wide open hole. You're going to notice that quite a bit. Kingston, over at the fort, this course really is a great course for when you're first learning how to play disc golf. There are some wooded holes, but a lot of wide open shots, some that challenge your distance. But this is where I first started playing a lot of my rounds. Really enjoyed this course. I used to take my wave runner and actually park in that where that photo was at earlier on the lake, and then just walk and play. But hole three going uphill, so the first couple are going to zigzag, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I always prefer throwing a sidearm here, just more comfortable. I watched a lot of people throwing their backhand, and they'll end up just kind of throwing into the mountain, or they'll throw way too nose, or the hill, or they'll throw way too nose up. So I got to watch out for that. So back on top of the hill, throwing back down. The woods are going to be introduced here. Definitely do not want to go into the stuff on the right. That is very thick in there. There used to be some gaps that you could throw through the all that brush, but it's really overgrown right now, and I caught those last trees but was still able to fight through. But I've been inside of there plenty of times, and it's not fun place to be. But hole 5, 279, just another shot that you're looking straight at it. A lot of people that I play with like the hyzer route, just kind of shaping the mountain. Me personally, I just enjoy this sidearm. Anytime I can look at the basket and throw it, it's just a more comfortable shot for me. So you just got to let it ride. Now this walking path that you're looking at right here does not play OB. Typically in tournaments and stuff like that, the cement one that's just a little bit lower does. So going to be now going back to where you were. Hole number 6. Just an absolutely gorgeous tree that you're looking at right here, and then right behind it will be the basket. So once again, I prefer the sidearm play here, just because you can throw a great backhand shot as a right-handed player, but the limbs are so low that a lot of times you'll end up getting caught. So you just have to have perfect distance control. You can throw a big hyzer around it as well, but got to have great distance on that. So hole 7, 220. This one typically does play as an easy hole, but can get you in trouble. So this tree right here on the left is where you want to aim for, and just hyzer right before it, in my opinion, is going to be your best spot. Now, I'm throwing an Envy putter here, and is definitely able to get there. You want to start hyzering right before that tree, and that's going to put you in the sweet spot. So hole 8, 276. This hole can definitely give you a lot of trouble, just because you're throwing and the basket's right behind the tree. I have skipped off that little gazebo there and hit the roof and rolled into the water a couple times. And I've come here when the water drops and have found like 40, 60 discs in the water. So it can very easily happen. Hole number 9, there used to be a really cool hole 9 here, but they built an auditorium, so this is just kind of where the temporary one is. So pretty easy little hyzer shot here. using the Envy again, just so I think it's like 250, maybe 260, somewhere in there. So hole 10, 261. And when I actually played this, they elevated the basket, it looked like, because it used to be, you could barely see the band, but now the basket's elevated, so it makes it a little bit easier to see where you're throwing. So once again, I prefer the sidearm here. Just the backhand with the shape of the hill, you can get a bad skip and just go way down there. Sidearm will normally dig into the ground. But hole 11, we're zigzagging back to where you were, just a little bit higher up on the hill. This is just going to be, once again, wide open shot. Throw what you're comfortable. Here I'm throwing the Tesla. This tee pad is a little wonky. You are kind of going uphill with it, so I always feel like you got to throw something just a little bit further than what you really think you need to. So hole 12, 261, this is probably one of my favorite ones here. I really enjoy this hole. Just a downhill fun shot. Now you can go straight at it, as we're time-lapsing right here. I really like this hyzer route though. A local showed me that one time, and that's the only shot I've been throwing. So just a really soft hyzer shot. You'll get skipped pretty close. Sometimes you'll catch the trees that are to the right of the basket, but hole 13, 213, I feel like this one plays a little bit longer just because it goes uphill. And then it's going to be right around those trees. So you do got a few little trees here, but just find something that you're comfortable throwing. Just came a little bit short here. I skipped actually right into this tree and then missed my straddle. So taking a par on that one. Hole 14, 237. This is going to be uphill. This is another one of those ones that will play a little bit longer. It just shapes up perfectly for the right-handed player. Just a nice hyzer, something that'll go straight, and then just a nice slight finish. I'm throwing the Volt here. I've always felt like that was just a really good disc for this hole, and was able to park it. So hole 15, 181, even though this is a short one, this one can get you into so much trouble just because of the basket placement. But you have straight look, hyzer, sidearm, really wherever you're comfortable throwing. Once again, I like to look at the basket while I'm throwing this one and just kind of hyzer around that tree and skip up close. I've watched people take high numbers on this because it will roll out of bounds and just keep going. So hole 16, another downhill shot. Once again, you have multiple lanes on this one. There is a sidearm gap that I'm taking here. To the right of those picnic bench tables, you can throw a big hyzer, you can throw straight at it. It's really pick what you're comfortable throwing. So able to take another birdie there. Hole 17, 187. So like I said, this is a great beginner course just because these lines are very friendly and fair. You have multiple lines to throw. Just definitely working on that distance control and throwing that sidearm again. Was able to get around the trees and kind of skip pretty far, or not far behind the basket. But hole 18, 286 uphill, definitely another one that plays a little bit further. So you got to throw something that you're comfortable throwing. If you can hyzer just to the right of those trees and then come in as a right-handed player, that works really well. Once again, going to be throwing the Tesla here. So these are just fairway drivers. Just a very basic hyzer shot going out there and then skipping back in. And that's really all you need here. So nothing too crazy at this course. And I was actually pretty happy. I broke my personal record here, shot 14 under for the day, and that's the best that I've done. I think it tied the course record. I've seen people in tournaments though shoot hotter than that. But overall, just a great beginner course. Like I said, if you guys get a chance to check it out, if you're first getting used to the game and whatnot, this is a great course to practice at. But thank you guys so much. Take care.